Hello, my favorite 7th graders. I just wanted to show you what we've got going on here today. If you are on our Canvas page and you go ahead and scroll down, I've got a quick reminder for you here. We won't have our regular Zooms today, so aside from hearing my voice right now, you can also come actually see me. I'll be in our individual support Zoom from 10:15 to 2:30 today. When you click on your class period to get started, you will see our activities for today. We were working on that same objective and question as we have been, because we're basically using this time to push forward with finding that action that's going to create the change that we want and really making a plan for that action. After you've done some reading for today, you're basically going to go to this assignment tree, and this assignment tree is going to help you figure out what it is you need to work on today. So, when I click next, this is what you will see. So we have a list of our last few assignments from last week and this week, and these are the assignments that you're basically going to need to have done in order to be on track with what we're working on right now. So, in order to make sure you're there, I have a series of questions for you. And based on your answer, you will know what you need to do today during this work time. For example, if you have not yet developed your stance, if you were like, I honestly don't know what I think about my topic still, I really haven't gotten into that thinking yet, then you'll click right here. I'm going to open it in a new tab. And you'll see it's going to take you back to that assignment for Advocate Your Position. The same thing will happen if you see, okay, do you know what actions are possible for you to take? Have you decided what format your action should be in? Thinking should it be a poster, or are you going to make an informational video? Are you going to create a petition? What format is this going to be in? Have you formed a group or found others doing similar actions as you? Now, this is in reference to our Jamboard, where we tried to kind of find trends in the things people are interested in doing. Again, if you look at this, if you have not done so yet, you're going to want to click on your class period. I'm going to use period 1 as an example. You're going to want to go to the page for your topics. The first one is standardized testing. The second is dress codes. And you are going to add a sticky note that says what you want to do. So you're going to want to not just say your stance. You don't want to just be I support dress codes. Instead, you're going to want to say what your actual goal is. Now, maybe you don't know exactly. Maybe you're I just know I want to convince convince the district to change district-wide dress code rules. That would be easily what you can say here, and that would certainly work so you can find others who might have similar goals, and they might have specific formats in mind. Maybe they're I want to make a speech or write a persuasive letter. Either way, you are going to say what you want to do. Then, when you're seeing that others have the same things posted in here, you're going to be able to sort of sort these and find people who might have some similar goals as you. Now, if you go back to the assignment tree, you'll notice that the very next one is asking if you've connected with your group. If you click that link down here, this actually takes you to a discussion board where you can connect with other people. So if you are like trying to do your work today and you are like, okay, I'm ready to start planning, but I really want to like speak to some other people and work with them, then what you'll do is post your topic, so either dress codes or standardized testing, a brief summary of your stance, so like what you think should happen, what you think like the rules should be, or what you think like the policy around it should be. Your action ask, so what you're wanting the audience to actually do, what you want the impact to be. Like, are you wanting to inform people? Do you want them to actively change the rule? Do you want them to take an action? Figure out what your ask is, and then your format. How are you going to do this? If you start looking through here and you notice that somebody else has posted something that feels really similar to what you want to do, then type your response as a reply to them, and that way you'll be easily able to like see one another and let others see you as well, so that you can start forming your groups and send each other some messages, either emails or Canvas messages, whatever's most comfortable for you. And you can communicate with one another to move on to the final step I have available for you today. Now that step is your action planning right here. That's this page. Now, the goal is for you to either, as an individual, if you want to do it alone, or with your group, if you want to make this a group action, you're going to want to do just like the basic plan for your action. So you'll have your name, your topic, and then you'll state your actual stance, right? So what is it that you want to see happen? Then you're going to complete this who, what, when, where, why, and how. The who is who you want to influence, it's your audience. The what is what you're going to do in order to influence them. The when is when you'll literally do this action. You can kind of think of like an estimated timeline, or sort of like a setting that might be appropriate. The where is where it will literally take place. Is this going to be like an in-person thing? Are you going to physically give a speech, in front of a gathered group of people? Are you going to like virtually send out a video? Where will this be happening? The why is why this action is going to get you what you want. Like, how does this get you to your goal? And finally, the how is how you're going to make it happen. You're going to think of this like a to-do list. Now, this is obviously a lot to do. And I know, especially sometimes if you're working asynchronously, that jump between brainstorming those actions and adding that to the Jamboard, and then actually connecting with other people's can be like pretty difficult. And so I just want to reiterate that this is something we're going to be continuing to work on. And I just want to give you an overview of where we're going towards, so that if you are ready for it and you feel confident reaching out to those people, getting started, you're able to do so. The bare minimum of where you really want to make sure you are at today is you want to make sure that you have added your ideas for an action onto your Jamboard. That way, when we come back together, we can make sure that we are really like diving into this work and aren't still going back and thinking like, oh, I'm not sure what I want to do. Now, don't forget, if at any point any questions come up for you, simply come to our individual support link, and I am more than happy to help you out. Y'all, I hope you have an excellent workday today, making sure you're feeling all caught up and ready to continue with this action. I'm really excited to see everything you do. Happy Thursday.